Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and in fact, welcome back to my channel. I've actually been on a hiatus for a little bit now. It's been about 2 months I've been on a hiatus for, and I've been a bit of an idiot for my first video back. I've been a bit of an idiot, and this is actually not my voice of the game concurrently. I'm actually recording my voice after I have recorded this footage, and yeah, basically what I did is I was an idiot and I accidentally deleted my microphone audio from this video. So basically what I'm going to be doing for this video, it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm just going to be commentating over it while I'm watching it at the same time as you are watching it. So basically what I'm sort of saying here is I need to get out of this place in which we were in the last video. We need to head in that direction there, which I was pointing there. So as you can see here, we're stuck in this area, and we need to travel in a very, very far direction. And what I'll actually say in a little bit is that I'm going to speed up the video and just show you a time lapse of me walking. I do eventually find my house, but obviously I've sped it up. So yeah, I'm just showing around the place here. I can't actually remember what I'm actually saying at this point. I think I'm actually saying that I'm going to speed up the video. But yeah, in this video I'm going to be making a brand new farm. In this video I'm going to be starting a brand new farm. It's going to be bigger and it's going to be better than the last one we built. But we're going to cut to the speed up of the video of me trying to get back to my house. Here we go. Alright, so we have officially made it back to the house. Perfect timing as well on sunset there. So we've made it back to the house, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head to sleep, or what I do now is I head to sleep. I don't know why I'm trying to commentate this as if I'm actually playing the game right now, because I'm not. I'm doing this recording in the future, because I'm an idiot and deleted the audio recording of my microphone. But yeah, we go. Went to sleep, and now I'm going to be heading to the outside. In fact, I'm actually going to be heading into the basement first. I'm going to be heading into the basement here, and I'm going to be collecting up some dirt. And all my inventory is very full, as you can see there. So yeah, we cut ahead here. Oh, that was actually the video doing a stupid little cut ahead thing here. I hope you're really not finding this really weird. This is a little bit weird. Oh, there it goes. It cuts back again. I had to resync up the video there, but that's all right. So we're going to be heading down now to where we're going to be building this brand new farm. And the methodology of this farm, you're probably thinking, what is it actually? Like, what is it going to be? Well, it's going to be such that, so it's going to be 40 blocks long by 10 blocks wide. And it's going to have, like, step down. So it's kind of like a step down farm. So you have, so for my case, you have 5 blocks and then 1 block lower, 5 blocks, 1 block lower, 5 blocks, 1 block lower, and so on until you get to 40 blocks long. And then the water comes along and dislocates the crops from the ground, and then the water stream sends it into hoppers, and then the hoppers transport it into a chest. And the reason why you have the drop downs is so the water can keep streaming all the way down and collect up all of the crops. So what I'm doing here is I'm just mining up some wood because I'm obviously unorganized. But yeah, so that's basically how the farm works. And I'm calling it the Mass Plant Producer. The Mass Plant Producer is what I am calling it. Pretty good name. It's got a little bit of an alliteration in there. But yeah, it's called the Mass Plant Producer. And that's what's going to be called. So yeah, it's going to be a thingy where it drops down. But as I'm going to do here, I'm going to speed up the video and get organized. Alright, so we're now pretty much organized. I've excavated out this whole area. Hopefully it will be big enough for what I'm building. I don't think this is actually 40 blocks. I think I had to actually extend it out a little bit more. But now I'm just collecting up the dirt here. And actually, if you're wondering why I'm holding those bones, because there was a dog out here and it was very curious. It was a very curious dog. And it seemed to have despawned, unfortunately. The dog seemed to have despawned. Pardon me. The dog seemed to have despawned, unfortunately. So couldn't get that dog, unfortunately. But nevertheless, we are going to be, hopefully, Well, not hopefully. We are going to be continuing on with this building here. So here's the layout area. And we're going to be building it out of birch wood. Oh, there was a little bit of a cut ahead of the video. I actually had to excavate more out there. I haven't actually... Well, I have watched this. I've edited it and I've watched it. And I know what's sort of happening, but I've sort of forgot. I've got a lot of other things happening at the moment in my life. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so we're going to get started on this building here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the pones back in my inventory. And I'm going to grab some buckets. And I'm going to fill them up with water. And the reason why I'm doing it... Oh, there's a stupid video cutting ahead again. I don't know why it does that. If you have any suggestions on how to stop it from doing that, please leave it in the comment section below. And hopefully we can figure it out. Or I might just have to get a brand new method of recording videos on my PlayStation. That's probably what I'm going to have to do because PlayStation is dumb. So what I'm doing here is I'm testing out how far water can travel in a straight line with no dips. And that eventuates to be 8 blocks. So it streams along there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the water travels in 8 blocks in a straight line with no dips. But when you have dips, the water actually when there's like 5 blocks is what I'm doing. So there's 5 blocks and then a dip. And that dip sort of creates a new water source block. It doesn't, but in a way it does create a new water source block, which it makes it continue on for longer. Or it can actually continue on for infinity, if you really think about it. It just continues on dropping down. And if it doesn't make sense, you'll see it later on in the video. Pardon. And what I'm doing now is I'm just scouting out the area on how to build this thing. So I'm sort of just explaining what the area is and how I'm going to do it and how far I'm going to build it. It's going to be 40 blocks long and 10 blocks wide, as I said before. So I'm going to be crafting a crafting table. I actually already had 3 in my inventory there. So yeah, that was a bit of a waste of materials, but that's okay. They only cost 4 wood planks. And now I'm creating all of my birch logs into birch wood. And I'm discussing right now that it needs to be 12 high. But as a matter of fact, there's the video cutting ahead there again. That was the notable one. Stupid thing. Oh, and then I had to resync it up again. See, that's just so bad, isn't it? Anyway, so I actually built this up 12 blocks high. And I actually didn't even need to build it up 12 blocks high. Because if it's 40 blocks long, you're only going to need 8 lots of 5. So there's 5 and then a dip, 5 and then a dip, or 5 and then a drop down, 5 and then a drop down. And if it's going to be 40 blocks long, you only need 8 lots of 5 drop downs. Well, no, 8 lots of 5 layers, let's say. So I only need to build it up 8 high, not 12 high. And yeah, so that was a bit stupid from me. But as you can see, I'm building along here, and I'm now building along the outer edge here. This area is going to house the dispensers, which are going to drop out the water. So the water's going to come streaming out of these dispensers, and that's what's going to be able to dislocate the crops from the dirt. So it's going to collect up all of the crops, and it is going to be a good methodology of sourcing materials. So you don't have to, you just don't have to collect them up by hand. You can just let all the water do the work for you. And now I'm struggling a little bit here, and now we start the first layer of the dirt. So it's going to be a 5 long layer, then it's going to drop down 1 block, and then it will go 5 along again. So as you can see here, I'm now building with dirt. So I'm building with dirt, and basically this is what's going to have the plants on them. So this dirt is going to have the plants on them, and as you can see, the video is cutting ahead again because it's weird, and it's a weirdo. So now we're continuing on the dirt here, and this goes 3, 4, 5 long. It goes 5 long, and that's very important, and I'll discuss why it's very important in a minute. So it goes 5 long. I build along the birch planks to make it look a bit better, just so there's a bit of a border there, just so it looks a bit stabilized. And there you go. So there's 5 long, and the reason why that's important is because it needs to drop down. So if it goes 8, as you saw earlier in the video, it's not going to drop down because the water just stops at 8 blocks long anyway. So if you have it 5 blocks to make it shorter, that will give it the time to drop down, and then it can continue on 5 again, effectively creating a new water source block, and then it will drop down again, and then it will be good. So as you can see here, I've gone down 1 block, and then I'm going to go back along with 5 pieces of dirt. Just get rid of that for thoroughness there along the tree, and then we build along again. So we do the exact same thing for the dirt. We build along, we build along, we build along. And there's the stupid video cutting ahead again, I think it was. I don't know why it does that. It's a bit of a weirdo. I'm just explaining there that the tree's going to get in the way, I think. And then I grab out some more dirt and I continue building along here. So effectively, it's going to be 40 blocks of dirt. And also what I do later in the video is I need to add water. So there needs to be water, obviously, so the plants can actually grow. And so the whole thing will be 40 blocks long by 10 blocks, which is going to be 400 blocks. And here I'm just testing out the water. So here I'm testing out the water. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm testing out the mechanism. So as you can see here, it flows along, drops down, and it continues on for longer than 8 blocks because there's that drop down. So because there's that drop down, that water is going to continue as opposed to if it was on a flat surface. So there's a drop down there, which means it's going to work. I'm just saying here that I'm going to be very, very successful with this. I don't know. I don't know really. And so I'm just destroying the dirt here just for, just to, you know, get it out of the way. You don't even need it there. But yeah, as I was saying, it's actually, so it can house up to 400 plants, but obviously you need the water there. So what I did is I did 2 strips of water later on in the video. So 2 strips, that's going to equal 40 blocks each, because 1 by 40 is 40, and then 2 by 40 is 80. So 400 minus 80 is 320, so it can actually house up to 320 plants, which is really, really good. It's a really good thing, and that's why I've named it the Mass Plant Producer, because it's a mass amount of plants. It's a lot. So as you can see here, I'm still building along the dirt, and there we go, just cut ahead into the video, and it is done. So now I'm just counting along if it actually was 5, and yep, it was indeed 5. So here, I need to get rid of this tree. It's a bit of a problem. The tree's in the way. There's a bit of a problem. So we're going to need to get rid of that. So I jump down here, and do a bit of Tarzan work. There we go. And now we are continuing on with the building. So I break away a bit of the tree. There we go. Breaking away a bit of the tree there. And still breaking away a bit of the tree. And now we can continue on building. So we can continue on building here. And we Tarzan back across the tree there, just about. And we pick up the dirt there that was left there. Just make a little makeshift staircase off the trees. Jump back onto the podium, or the mass plant producer. And now I just shear away these leaves to make some room. So the tree was a little bit of an inconvenience, but we managed to get it out of the way pretty quickly. So we get rid of that there. And eventually get rid of it. This is really hard to commentate because, like, I'm recording it in the future. I'm not actually doing it live right now. But there we go. I just skip ahead there until I finish that one. So now we've got 15 blocks of dirt, effectively. Well, hang on a minute. No, we don't. Because it's 5 by 10. So we actually have... Well, hang on a minute. It's 5 by 10. So it's 50, 150. No. It's 150 blocks. So hang on a minute. So if we have 50 times 8, that's 400. Yeah, I thought I was getting a bit confused there, but I wasn't. I knew what I was doing. So I think here I'm explaining that we need streams. So we need streams, and because it's 10 blocks wide, we're not going to be able to evenly split it between me. Bear with me while I regurgitate. I don't know. Apologies there. But yeah, I'm just explaining we need streams. So what it's going to be 3 on the edges and then 2 in the middle. And there's going to be a bit of a gap. So it's going to be 3 from the left, gap, 2, gap, and then 3 along to the right side is basically what the gaps are going to be. So I should demonstrate this soon. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just aimlessly walking around. I think I go and do another layer here possibly. Yeah, so I go and complete another layer with the birch wood there. And that should cut ahead to the end there. Yep, so there we go. So now we've got 200 blocks of dirt, so it can house up to 200 plants. So halfway done with the building here. And now I explain that we're going to be making streams. So this is what I'm digging right here. What I'm digging right here is going to be the water streams. And this is going to ensure that the plants grow. Because if you don't have water, the plants are not going to grow, obviously. So there's another stupid cut ahead into the video. Don't know why it does that, as I mentioned before. It's a bit stupid. So it continues along here. My shovel breaks, unfortunately. But as you can see, these lines are going to be for the water. So they're going to be for the water. Not to be confused with the water that collects the plants. This is going to be water that's going to be like... not collecting the plants, basically. It's just going to be there so the plants can grow and so it can, like, saturate the dirt when we till it. So, breaking away there. There we go. Beautiful stuff. And so now we have that 3-2-3 formation that I was talking about. So I run down there, and I say we're going to be continuing on, and we're actually approaching the end of the video here. So we're approaching the end of the video here. We've got about 30 seconds left to go in the video. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video. It was a bit of a weird one for me to voice over here, because I'm voicing it over in the future due to my incompetency. So that is going to be the end of this video here. I hope you did enjoy it today, and I'll be back with an actual commentary in the next video. We've still got about 15 seconds to go in this video, and I started that outro way too late, but here we go. I'm going into third person. So thank you everybody so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!